Love weeping willow trees. Willow plants, willow species, were originally a main constituent for synthesized aspirin in the old times. The bark and the leaves are. And I'm right underneath a weeping willow tree, and I'm actually focusing in on a good herbal ally next to plantain, a great one, which is Achillea millefolium, or Yarrow. And this is what Yarrow looks like. And Yarrow is an extremely important plant to know from a first aid standpoint. You see the leaves here that are furry or fuzzy. There's something in herbalism called the law of signatures, and what that means is that a plant generally has parts, or the part that you use specifically helps what it looks like. And in this place, in this actual plant here, this is really good for bleeding and cuts. And the other term for this is carpenter's wort or carpenter's weed. And what you can do is you can take the raw plant like itself, and if you get a cut or an abrasion, you can harvest the plants and put it on there. It will stop the bleeding. And its Latin name is based off of the Greek hero Achilles, who apparently is rumored to have used the yarrow to help his soldiers after battle. And I've used it, and again, in combination with this cut on my finger, I don't know if you can see that, it helped stop the bleeding. It also kind of sutured it up almost right away. This plant can be taken, it's a medicinal plant. You can also take it as a tea. My understanding is it helps for menstrual cramps for women as a tea. It can be made into a tincture, although pregnant women should stay away from it. Alright, so pregnant women should stay away from drinking yarrow tea. It's not good. It's not good for pregnant women and lactating women. Let's see, what else? This plant also makes a very, very good insect repellent. You can just harvest the leaves and crush them up and rub them on your body. The bugs don't like the smell. And the smell, I'll crush this up a little bit. It's sort of a really, I don't know. It's got a smell all its own. It's almost piney, minty, sort of a piney, minty smell. It smells like yarrow. And this plant you can use as a insect repellent, and it also can be used as a sunscreen. And I've been told that it's off the charts as a sunscreen, and that people that are out there trying to get a tan, if they use an infused oil as a sunscreen of yarrow, they're just not going to get a tan because it's that strong. So what I do is I make a salve out of a combination of yarrow and plantain, which becomes sort of like a multi-use salve for insect bites, for cuts and bruises, sunscreen for my daughter, and pain reliever as well. And it works pretty good. Whenever she gets a bump or bruise, I just tell my daughter, go get the medicine. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. And to make a salve out of it, you need to infuse the dry leaves in a vegetable oil like olive oil or almond oil. And it's better to dry the leaves off. And then you melt down almost equal parts of beeswax and your infused oil. And that's how you make a quick salve. And of course you can add essential oils for additional potency, like citronella if you focus on insect repellent, or for some sort of scent. Citrus smells are also good for insect repellent. So yarrow is an extremely, extremely important plant. It's a very, very good plant. And this is what the leaves look like up close. So you know it when you see it. It almost looks parsley-like, but not quite. and it grows in a long stem, and I just sometimes will just harvest the whole plant and use the whole plant. So this is Yarrow, Achillea millefolium.